Hi, this is Darcy for Food for Your Life, Food for Your Soul. Today I want to talk about fermented salsa. So if any of those people out there are interested in fermenting salsa, this is just going to be a basic video. So to start to do a ferment, you basically need a sanitized vessel, whether it be a mason jar or a crock or something, and you can pretty much put whatever you intend to ferment into that crock or glass mason jar. And today I'm going to talk about salsa. So I would be putting in like my tomatoes, my tomatillos, my cilantro, my onion, my peppers. If I add a fruit to my salsa, strawberries, mango, I think I did pomegranate recently. And I would put those things into a glass mason jar with filtered water. Or if you have well water like I do, I don't have to filter it because it's non-chlorinated. The key is you don't want chlorine in there because chlorine will work against you and will actually cause the product to most likely spoil and not ferment because it's going to kill all the beneficial bacteria that would otherwise ferment it into a nice, lovely pickled solution. And so usually for the brine, let's say for a quart-sized jar, you're wanting anywhere from 1 to 3 tablespoons, depending upon how much salinity you want in your ferment. And so usually I usually go with 1 to 2 tablespoons. And what you do with that is you put that in, and then of course you have it pretty well mixed up. And then I usually use a fermentation weight. It's a weight that actually fits a wide mouth jar. I'll put that on top to make sure that everything under the brine is submerged, because if it floats above the brine, you're introducing the risk for having mold come into your fermentation, which will cause it to spoil and go bad. So you want everything under the brine. If you want any additional spices, I suggest using a little spice bag to put things in so that the spices don't come up to the surface and also cause that to mold. And then I usually have a fermentation kit that actually has a wide mason size jar lid that screws down that allows air to escape, and it also comes with a pump to pump the air out, and usually let that set for several days. And so anywhere, if you want it to go from like 3 to 7 days, a lot of it's going to depend on your humidity, your heat, and keeping it in a cool, dark place where it's not getting exposed to much light, and it should be able to ferment in time. And then once the fermentation, it's like fermented to the desire that you want it to. And I think people do crap for like 4 to 6 weeks. But anyways, you can then, I will usually remove the fermentation weight, and then I'll usually use an immersion blender, blend it all up, and then put a plastic lid on it and stick it in my fridge. And it should store for quite a while in there because of it being preserved in the brine solution, essentially pickling your salsa and giving it quite a lovely flavor. So, and of course it has all the beneficial bacteria in there with the lacto-bacteria that will help regulate your gut health and your immune system and all of that. So if you want to, I'd say give fermented salsa a try. It may be your new favorite addition to your plethora of chip-related dips or other uses for it. I like to actually put it over like eggs and things for breakfast. So just an idea. Hopefully it's beneficial. God bless.